Today is a whip and chat. So get out whatever you're working on, or just if you're driving, doing laundry, whatever you're doing, just enjoy yourself, zone out for a little bit, escape, you know what I mean? Just let me entertain you. So if you're new to the channel, hi, I'm Shay, and I'm fairly new to YouTube. I've been on here for about a month now, I think. It might even be my 1 month anniversary. I should have checked the date. But I'm new here, and if you're back, thank y'all for coming back again and for joining the channel. So I am having such a good time doing YouTube and being able to make all these new friends. And, you know, I look forward to making every video because I look forward to sharing with you, learning. I learned so many things in the comments. Y'all have been amazing. I did, actually, before we get chatting, well, let me just finish my sentence. Y'all are awesome. I did my last video. I'm doing a mermaid series, and I was kind of struggling with trying to frame one of the paintings, and I had so many fantastic suggestions. And then another video, my last whip and chat, I had mentioned about, you know, what I was struggling with medically with Hashimoto's disease. A lot of people responded to that with great comments and just wonderful suggestions. So I really, really appreciate you guys. And I'm just so happy that, you know, that I'm on this journey and that you're joining me, you know, that we're doing it together. Okay, so let me talk about everything that I've got here, all the nitty gritty. So I'm working on Fuji Flora by Diamond Art Club. And then I've got my pen. This is from Diamond Pen Pal on Etsy. And it's the roll stop. It's got the flat side, you know, so it doesn't, whoops. So whenever I put my pen down and change colors, whoops, that's not supposed to happen. I always set it down with the flat side on there. Let's see, my tray. Munimade tray, she's on Etsy. And let's see, oh, in my pen, I use micro glue dots. And they're awesome. I would definitely recommend them in your single placer. I know a lot of people use them in their multi-placer too. I haven't tried that yet. I love good old pink wax. It's just, you know, it works. So I use it. And let's see, my Elizabeth Ward storage container. That's what I've got everything kitted up in. I've got 2 of them going over here on the side. And then my release papers are from Bev B Diamond Paints on Etsy. So I will go ahead and I will be sure that I link all the stuff that I've got out and everything I'm working on in the description. I'll have links to everything if y'all are interested. So let's see, what else do we have? I think that's it. It is in the afternoon. It's about 3:30 and I've got my coffee. So if you hear me slurping on it, it looks really dark in the camera, but I do have creamer in there. But if you hear me, you know, drinking that, it's just that time of day. I like to have my afternoon tea or coffee. That's good. I've got sugar-free flavored, I think it's like French vanilla. Yeah, French vanilla. Sugar-free French vanilla creamer in it, and it's so good. We have just a Keurig, and it's awesome. You know, you just kind of pop it in. You can have a cup whenever you want. So it's so much easier than, you know, in my opinion, it's easier than making a big, you know, pot of coffee. So the Keurig, we're on our second one. And yeah, it's working. So I really have enjoyed that. What else? My son's calling me, so I'm gonna pause y'all and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. That was probably just a second for you, but it was about 15, 20 minutes for me. My son called and said he needed a ride home from school. I normally don't pick him up. He normally has friends drive him because he's almost 16, but today he couldn't get a ride. So y'all get this. It's like, I'm still kind of shaking, but I'm leaving our neighborhood and about a block over into our neighborhood still. I'm leaving and about a block from my house, going around the corner, and I see a huge bobcat. And I actually stopped. I rolled down my window and I took a video of him. So when I edit this, I will insert a picture of the bobcat. Because you'll see him. Look at him. Yeah, he's just walking around. Oh, I whistled at him and he didn't even look. Because we have a problem here with bunnies. We have a lot. There's bunnies everywhere. And then we have a problem with bobcats. So, and then right at that time, I see a couple of my daughter's friends walking home from school. And so I hollered at them to, you know, get home, and because there's a bobcat. There's never been any reports of the bobcats ever harming anybody. I mean, we've had issues with coyotes, but never any bobcat attacks. I mean, they attack small animals, but you never know. I mean, they could be, you know, a rabid one and have, you know, issues. Who knows? And what's weird about it is, I don't know a whole lot about bobcats. I know a little bit, but from what I understand, they typically don't come out during the day, or they shouldn't. So sometimes people get a little worried when they do see them during the day because something might be wrong with them. So, but it was so cool. I was like making noises. Y'all will see in the video, I was making noises and kind of whistling at him and hollering at him to see if he would, you know, look at me. And he just looked at me and started walking right towards my car and didn't even care that I was, you know, hollering at him. So he didn't seem scared at all. But they say that if you do see one in your backyard, animal control, we've had to call animal control before because we've had them on our back fence. And animal control says just get a hose and just spray them with it and try to scare them so they won't come back again. I've never had to do that. I don't know if I'd be able to do that. I think I'd be so scared I wouldn't want to go out there near them. So I don't know. They're a wild animal. So it's just kind of scary. So I hope y'all can see me. I hope this is a good angle. Yeah, you can see what I'm working on. I tell you what, speaking of YouTube, and then starting YouTube a month ago, this painting is going to take me forever. I used to spend all my time watching YouTube, but now I'm creating videos and editing, and it's a lot more work than I thought it was going to be. It's time consuming. That's what I mean. It's time consuming. So, you know, I'm not getting as much diamond painting done as I think I used to. Plus I'm in my bedroom, which is not, you know, where I used to diamond paint, but, I can bring y'all up a little bit and just kind of show you how much I've actually done so far. We're going to go for a ride. Maybe we're not. I'd have to really move you. There we go. Yeah, so that's all I've done so far. And this painting is 105 by 70. So it's going to take me a minute, maybe a few minutes to do this. So, but again, you know, like I said, when I first unboxed it and, you know, was kitting it up, it's just part of the fun. So, you know, I'm not in any rush. I'm not doing it for any, you know, event. It's just for fun. So let me bring you all back down and so you can see what I was working on. I think that's about where I was. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. I'm, again, still learning how to, you know, I've got some of these new, you know, setups and arms and, you know, all these gadgets for filming. So, all right. Now what? Oh yeah, I'm working on the star symbol. I need to drink a coffee. Sorry. And if you watched my last accessory unboxing, I got the tumbler from his coffee. And so I've got some water in there. So we gotta hydrate. Yeah, I have a tendency to drink a lot of coffee and not a whole lot of water. So I'll do both. There we go. All right, so what has happened since the last time I spoke to you guys? Let's see. We've had some more health things going on, and this time it's not with me, it's with my 8-year-old daughter. So since I am new, I'll just kind of introduce myself a little real quick for the people that may be new to the channel. I'm 46, and I am a stay-at-home mom, and I live in Dallas, Texas, and I've got 3 kids, and they range, I've got 2 boys, the older ones, and then I've got a little girl. My boys are 14 and 15, so they're 16 months apart, and then my daughter is 8. So, and they're all 3 at different schools. We've got high school, middle school, elementary. So, you know, dropping off and logistics and, you know, dealing with 3 schools and 3 newsletters and 3 different ways people do things is, it's challenging at times, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm so fortunate that I do get to stay home and that I get to help, especially during the pandemic, you know, when they were doing online school. I would tell myself all the time, I don't know how parents do it that are working. I mean, we were just so fortunate that I was here. I was able to help them, which was not easy. To be frank, it sucked. So it was not fun. But speaking of school, my youngest, who's 8, has been having some medical issues this week, and it's been quite trying, and we don't know really what's going on, and that's, I guess, the scary part, because I don't know what's wrong. So I'll give you a little bit of history. So Monday of last week, I got an email from the nurse, not a call, just an email telling me that she'd been in the nurse's office and she was complaining about her eyes being blurry and kind of hurting a little bit. So the nurse said she put some drops in there, but she just wanted to let me know. And so she came home from school. She seemed fine. Eyes weren't red. I mean, she went out and played like usual. I'm like, okay. So she kind of was complaining a little bit on and off throughout the week about her eyes being a little blurry, or maybe, bothering her. So then this week, let's see, Monday, I got a call from, I got an email from her teacher this time saying her eyes are bothering her. I sent her to the nurse's office. So I was like, okay. She's like, just wanted to let you know, you don't need to come pick her up. She's crying though. So that, I just wanted to let you know she was pretty upset. And so I thought, that's not like her to cry at school. She gets very embarrassed easily, and she doesn't like to cry at school. And I know that about her. So that really worried me. So she came home from school Monday. We talked about it, and she said, she was fine. And again, it's weird. It's like she'll be hurting at school, and then she comes home and she's fine. So I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. So then that was Monday. So then the next day, I get a call from the nurse's office saying that she's in the nurse's office because her eyes are bothering her again. And this time, the nurse is like, I've got her in here. She's crying. She's pretty upset. She just wants to talk to you. And again, no one was saying she needed to be sent home because no one can find anything wrong with her. Just by looking at her eyes, they seem fine. So I said, okay, go ahead and put her on the phone. I was right in the middle of taking my middle one to school, because I take them in stages. She's the first, and my middle schooler is the second, and my high schooler is the third, because they all have different start times, which is nice. They stagger them. So I go, and so she calls me, and I'm like, okay, put her on the phone. I start talking to her, and she's just so upset. Mom, I need you. My eyes hurt. They're blurry. I'm like, okay, I'm dropping your brother off right now. I'll swing by and pick you up, but give me a few minutes. So I do that. I drop off her brother, and then I need to call my high schooler because I normally come home and start waking him up. So I call him and he answers, thank God. And I'm like, buddy, I've got to go pick up your sister. Start getting up. You only have about 30 minutes till I need to drop you off at school. So all is good there. And only because, now I normally drop everybody off in my pajamas. I normally don't get dressed in the morning. But thank God, that morning, for some reason, I got dressed, which is very unusual. I'm so glad, because I would have had to go into her school with my pajamas on. Now, I had my slippers on because I didn't have regular shoes on. I had my slippers on, but whatever. They're nice slippers, so I don't think they really look like, slippers. I don't know. Anyways, I didn't care. I was just worried about her. So I go in, and, the nurse meets me at the front, and, I said, okay, I'm going to call the doctor's office. Oh, what I forgot to tell y'all was when I went to, when I got the email Monday from her teacher about her eyes hurting, I called and made an appointment at the optometrist, at the eye doctor, because I thought maybe she needs glasses, because it's saying, but maybe she's saying her eyes are blurry, maybe it's glasses. So, but that appointment's not till Tuesday of next week. So when I got the call again that she needed to be, that she was upset and in the nurse's office, I went ahead and I told the nurse, I'm going to go ahead and call her pediatrician this time and get her, try to get in today and see what's going on. So call the nurse's office while I'm trying to get home, make sure my older one's ready. It was just a crazy, crazy morning. Oh, and on top of it, I had a doctor's appointment too in between all this at 9:30. And then I was able to make an appointment for her like at 10:50. So I was going to be able to do both, which I was really happy about, because I had this other appointment for me scheduled for quite some time now, and I didn't want to have to cancel Plus, I didn't know if they were going to charge me, you know, canceling last minute. So, go pick her up, put her in the car, call the pediatrician's office, make an appointment for that morning, get my older one off to school, come back, basically put regular shoes on, and then turned around and went to my doctor's appointment. And then after that, I come home and it's time for her appointment. Take her, and our doctor's great. We've seen her for years, and I trust her. She's amazing. I have tons of friends that go to her. So she's a really good pediatrician. She did a full exam. They did an eye exam, and they said that nothing had really, her vision had not changed since her well visit, you know, about 6 months before that. So they didn't feel like it was her vision as far as like, you know, needing glasses. But she did think it was a really good idea that we were going to the optometrist, because they, of course, have machines that can, you know, look inside the eye and, you know, a lot more in depth than what she can do. But, you know, she looked in her eyes and was, you know, everything, nose, mouth, you name it. She looked at it, and her conclusion was that it's allergies, because she said right now, the last 2 weeks, especially in Texas, there's a lot of pollen that's been, you know, dropping from the leaves and over the trees. So she said the pollen count's been really high, and I've been seeing a lot of kids coming with allergies. We've never really dealt with allergies. So she doesn't take allergy medicine, and we've never really gone down that road. So the doctor's like, you know, start her on Zyrtec. And she goes, also, there's some, you know, over-the-counter drops that I'm also gonna, you know, order for y'all. So we got that. So we went home, and she's fine. I'm like, what is happening? Friends get out of school, and she plays. I'm like, oh, I'm so confused. And I thought to myself, maybe it's not really her eyes. Is there something else that she's not telling me? And that's what I was really worried about. I thought, you know, bullying or who knows what. And I just thought, gosh, maybe it's something else. I'm sorry, hold on. Someone's ringing the doorbell. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. This is just reminding me that I normally film my videos in the mornings. And now I see why that's a good idea, because I keep getting interrupted. So, you know, it's in the afternoon, and now friends are coming over, ringing their doorbell, seeing if, you know, my daughter can play. So if it's not one, it's another. And I'm sure my middle one will be coming home from school any minute. And he typically he's so easy. He's like my chill child. He's super laid back. He walks home from school and, you know, gets a snack and goes up to his room and gets online and starts playing video games with friends. And he's just super easy. So anyways, okay, so back to her. So, you know, the next morning, you know, I give her the Zyrtec again, because she had taken one, you know, right when we bought it. We went to the pharmacy after we left the appointment and got the Zyrtec, went to CVS, got the Zyrtec, got the drops, and we're trying to get her going. So next day, give her the Zyrtec and tell her it's time to get dressed for school, and she freaks out. I mean, full on bawling, crying. I was like, what is going on? I mean, just hysterical. I mean, truly hysterical. And I thought, okay, you're going to wake up the whole house, because, you know, she's the first one to wake up in the morning. And she just, you're not going to believe this. My middle one's calling me now. I need to pause the video again. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back again. Y'all aren't going to believe this. Maybe I should just try to refilm this. I don't know. I might. We'll see. Oh my goodness. So I was just bragging on my middle one, saying how easy and good he is and this and that. He calls me. He's like, Mom, I don't feel like walking home. Will you come pick me up? Y'all, the school's across the street. If I stand up, I can see his school out the window. It's across the street. Now, it's kind of a busy street, but still. So I said, no, you can walk. So he walked, and then he came in and talked to me for a minute. So, oh my goodness. I just thought I would try to film in the afternoon instead of doing it in the morning. Because I'm like, I feel like doing my whip and chat now. I'm just going to do it. Oh my. Now I see that might have been a mistake. I'm so sorry for all the pauses. So, back to my daughter. she, and this isn't going to be all about kids. Sorry, guys. So she freaks out, cries, doesn't want to go to school. So I let her stay home. So she's been home for 2 days with me. And it's just been, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. So I'm trying to figure it out. Who knows? So that's what we've been struggling with this week. It's scary when, you know, you see your children, you know, crying and that upset and you can't fix it. And she kept saying she wanted me. And I'm like, what am I going to do? I guess just, you know, nothing like a mom, you know, and just moms can make everything feel better. So I don't have any special tricks up my sleeve. I don't have any special mom magic. I used to when they were little, you know, we could say things like that. But now that they're older, you know, can't really do that anymore. I don't think they'll fall for it. Okay, I'm gonna get a little sip of coffee. So I did not even ask y'all. I'm just, how rude. I didn't even ask you how y'all are doing. I'm so sorry. Sometimes it's hard to ask y'all that because I can't see you, but I definitely am thinking about you and I'm talking to you. So I want to make sure that, you know, I try to treat this like it's a natural conversation, but sometimes it's hard because you can't see anybody. But it is getting easier the more and more I do the videos. It's funny. I don't know if y'all have, I haven't gone back, but if you went back and watched like my very first one, I bet I sounded nervous because I know I was, and I felt a lot more comfortable than I used to. What else? Let's see. So the doctor's appointment that I had this week that I'd mentioned that I had to run to was good news. I got an update on my blood work that I had done last week, which, by the way, this bruise, can y'all see it? Wait, where are you? I can't even find y'all. Sorry, I got all this stuff in the way. My bruise that I showed you guys from the blood work is still there. It won't go away. Oh, yeah, and this is fun right here. I gave my dog, one of my Boston Terriers, a bath this morning, and she obviously needs a nail trim. She just scratched me up, and I showed my husband. He's like, your arm is all jacked up. He goes, make sure you wear long sleeves. I said, I am. I'm trying to keep all this stuff covered up, but my arms are ugly. That's a nasty looking arm right there. So, but anyways, for the doctor's appointment that I went to, oh, I stepped on the wrong spot. I'm not doing P's. I'm doing F's. Oh, let me dig that little guy out real quick. I do not want him there. There you go. So they were able to give me my results for my blood work for the, you know, for the thyroid stuff. And good news is my levels have gone up, and she was really, really happy with the results. So the medication that they just put me up to is working. They're not, you know, they're not in the exact location. You know, they're not right where they need to be, but she said that they've gone up. So that's good news. And they don't want to see me for another 6 months. So I don't have to give blood for 6 months. I think that's what I was, forget the thyroid numbers. I'm like, I just don't want to give blood, and I'm okay with that. So good news. It's going up, no blood for 6 months. So yay. I was really, really happy and excited about that news. And yeah, just, you know, this weekend, let's see, plans for this weekend. We actually have a couple things going on, which we normally, like I said, don't have a lot of plans on the weekends. So Friday night, like after work, we've got our friends coming over for dinner, which we haven't had anybody over in a year, or over a year now. So it's going to be really weird to have company over. But this is the family that went to Disney with us, and we hung out with them, and we thought, well, we've already been together. Might as well have you over for dinner now. So they've got their 2 kids, and my kids are really happy to see them again. So they're going to come over, and we're going to do hot dogs and hamburgers and just kind of, you know, just chill out here at the house. And then Saturday, no plans. And then Sunday is my mom's birthday. Now, my mom and dad only live about a half a mile from us. So we are so fortunate that they're so close, especially after, you know, living in China and then living in California. I'm so happy that we're so close to each other now, and I get to see them all the time. And so I asked my dad, I talked to him a couple days ago, and I said, you know, what does mom want to do for her birthday? And he said, get this, which is not something we've ever done before. I don't want you to think we're bougie like that and fancy, but my dad's like, we just brought a croquet set and your mom wants to play croquet. I was like, say what? Croquet? Well, since when do we play croquet? And it's so funny because I told my husband and I've been telling my kids that we're going to be playing croquet. And when I tell each of them, their faces are hilarious. They're all like very confused. My husband's like, where are we going to play that? I'm like, well, they have that little green space. They have like a green space across the street from their house, like a little park. Oh, I forgot an F. Of course I did. So I'll be playing croquet. I have no idea how to play that. I mean, I've seen it before. I know what it looks like, but that's about the extent of my croquet knowledge. So my husband said, you should get on YouTube and watch some videos so we can win. Because, you know, he's kind of competitive like that, I guess. So I was like, yeah, I probably should get on there and try to figure out what we're going to be doing. Because my dad's like, yeah, it's a good game. So my dad knows how to play. So we're going in with it with not really knowing what's going on. So I'm excited about that. My mom and I are not that far apart in age. I mean, yes, we're not like super close, obviously, but my mom had me when she was 20. So there's a 20-year difference between us. So we are close. And she looks amazing for her age, of course. She looks amazing. People have commented before when we've been out, you know, they've asked if we're sisters. So I hope I, age as well as my mom has, because she looks incredible. So birthdays are always fun. I got her some gifts. I got her a couple things. I don't want to say what they are because her and my dad know I'm on YouTube. Last time I went to go visit them, I had coffee after I dropped the kids off at school. It's once we had gotten back from Disney, I stopped over there and was just telling them about the trip. And I had mentioned that because I knew it was going to come out. At first, I didn't want to tell them because I was like, I don't know. I'm not a YouTuber. I've just done a couple videos. And but I thought my daughter has been telling everybody. So I'm like, she's probably going to say something to them. Plus, I didn't want to hide anything from them. You know, we're close and I didn't want to. It's a big part of my life now. And it's something that I'm enjoying doing. So I just wanted to tell them. And of course, they went and started checking out the videos. So I can't say what I got her because I don't know if she's going to watch this before Sunday. I doubt she will, but I don't know. Anyways, I will have to update y'all on that. See how the croquet was, and I'll let you know how we did. Hope y'all have, a good weekend. And I always say I don't think that's it, but I always have more, of course, because I want you guys to be able to, get a little more work done. I listened to a couple of WIP chats today and got so much done on this. It's the first time I actually sat down in a while and sat for like about an hour and just kind of got into the zone. Don't you love that when you get into that zone and you just keep going and it's just flowing? I will tell you though, this thing, y'all probably already noticed by looking at it, it's confetti heavy. It's been really difficult. I mean, look at this square. And I have to change colors out like every couple of minutes. And of course, you miss some. Well, I do. And I always save the ABs for last. So actually, while I have y'all here, why don't we do some ABs? We've got 3, which is the white 141. And then we've got some oranges right here, which is number 1. I think I'm going to do, I'll do some of these orange. They're really pretty. Although with my orange tray, I don't know if y'all really be able to get a good glimpse of them. I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, they're really pretty. Do you see that? So sparkly. Sparkly, sparkly. So this week I also watched, speaking of watching things on YouTube, I watched some WIP chats. And then my good friend, Bev B, who's on YouTube, she had her first live Tuesday night and it was so fun. I love her. So if y'all haven't checked her out yet, I will link her in my description. Definitely need to go watch her. And like I said, she's got lives now on Tuesday nights. Tuesday nights at, well, see, I only know Central Standard Time. So it was 6:30 Central Standard Time for me on Tuesday. So if y'all are in the Eastern, it would be 7:30 p.m. She just goes on for an hour. That's it for the oranges. Just a little piece. And then, so yeah, her live was really, really fun. I love lives. They're always a good time. Although sometimes I don't get a lot of diamond painting done. But, I have other times of you know, alone time to do that, and it can become a little, you know, lonely. So, ooh, look at these. This is 141. You'll see those? The sparkle. Trying to get the light. It's really nice today. It's sunny. We've had a lot of rain this week. I know you probably, I don't know if you've seen it, but if you saw the, I wanted to do like a blooper reel. I don't know if y'all saw the unboxing of the, or unbagging of the accessories my daughter and I did. So I've learned a lesson. I love her dearly, and I know y'all probably don't mind her being in my videos, but you know, I kind of wanted to do it on my own. So, but I made the mistake of, gosh, I just put some micro glue dots in here and they just don't want to let go. I've got to press a little bit softer, I think. And a lot of these are sticking together. Do y'all have a lot of those too? What, where you at? There you at. You know, where you get the two that are stuck? I have to kind of just, you know, pinch them apart. I've had that with a lot of the ABs. A lot of them are stuck together. But when I have two, I'll just, you know, like right here is, you know, two together. I could have just put a two in there, one that were stuck together. But I made the mistake of, she was upset about something that afternoon. I think that was Monday that we did the filming. I think it rained all day. Yeah, that was the day I had picked her up from school because it was raining. She normally walks. And, she was upset about something, and so I was trying to cheer her up, and I'm like, hey, let's go check the mail. You know, give us, you know, a chance to walk outside and go see what's going on. So we go out there, and I had received like two really, you know, those bags are beautiful. They're glittery, they're sparkly, they're pretty, they're pink and blue and purple and red, and she just was like, what's this? I'm like, some stuff for, you know, for the channel, some stuff I'm going to unbox. She goes, can we do it together? And I felt so bad saying no. You know, I don't want this to be, you know, something that she can't participate in. But, oh, between the lighting, because, again, I normally try to film, you know, during the day when it's, you know, better lighting. It was really overcast. It was late. It was not organized. She was in it. We didn't know, you know, it was really my first unbagging for accessories. I don't really know how to show pens. And, you know, I know some people put their hands under things to be able for the camera to focus. So I don't know. We did our best. And I almost feel like it was like America's Funniest Home Videos. And I needed to be like a voiceover because I edited some of it out and I wasn't going to, but some of it was just, I didn't want y'all to have to sit through that and watch us, you know, struggle opening a bag. It was pretty funny. Or, you know, see me getting onto her because she kept, you know, putting her face in the camera. I was like, stop putting your face in the camera. So yeah, I edited out some of the mom stuff I was getting onto her, and I thanked her afterwards. I'm like, that was fun. She goes, yeah, but you kept getting on to me. I was like, yeah, I guess I did. And I apologized to her. I'm like, I'm so sorry. Because I rewatched it and I'm like, wow, seeing yourself on camera with your kids and how you like, you know, interact with them sometimes is a little eye-opening. I actually felt bad. And I felt like I was being a little too, what did I say to her? I'm like, yeah, mom needs to learn how to relax. I was being really uptight. I guess I wanted the video to be a certain way. And I'm like, what am I doing? Why am I getting so upset over this? So, you know, afterwards I apologized to her and I'm like, you were so helpful. And she really was. I didn't notice it while we were filming, but I noticed it after when I was editing it, that she was so sweet. She would like, you know, lay everything out so y'all could see, or she would like, you know, take the trash after I would cut something, and I didn't even notice that. So I thanked her and we did it. But I think from now on I'm going to do those when she's at school. I mean, I might have her as a guest here and there, but you know, and of course this is kid friendly, you know, of course it is, it's family friendly. But you know, I just, you know, some people don't have kids, some people don't want to see kids. I don't know. I'm just trying to, you know, make everybody happy. So, and myself, it made us happy too. So I'll definitely have her on again. It just was a little chaotic because like I said, I can get a little uptight. So I needed to just relax and just go with it. You know, the lighting wasn't perfect. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's not going to turn out good. Because again, once you unbox a package and rip it open, that's it. You only get to open it one time. If you really want it to be, you know, authentic and, you know, get your true reaction, you've got to kind of do the unboxing only once. You can't really retake any takes. So it was like a one and done type of thing. And I guess that's what was making me nervous, because I thought if this doesn't turn out good and if they can't see anything because of the lighting, then how am I going to refilm this? I didn't think, you know, I'd be able to. So all those fun things that I'm learning. I'm almost done with this square. I just hope that y'all can't tell, like, I don't think you'll be able to tell. I can tell because I'm looking at it really up close. But, you know, where I've had the release papers and how the, you know, how it's been lined up, I feel like there's a line sometimes because of maybe multi-placing or, you know, just the way that it's laid out. So I don't know how long I've been going, but it's probably been long enough. And I don't want to talk y'all's ears off. So I think that's all I've got for today. I know it's my favorite thing to say now. I think that's it. Yeah, if I think of anything else or if I get interrupted any minute now, I'll have to stop the tape and, you know, the tape, listen to me. I'll have to stop the video and get back to y'all, but so far so good. It's been quiet. I actually locked the bedroom door this time. And I'm locking them out. So, yep. No one's come in yet. And I think that's it. I was going to let y'all see me finish the square, but there's so much confetti. I have to keep changing out. It could be another 30 minutes. You never know. But we got to do some ABs together. I'm glad we got to hang out and chat. So you guys just let me know in the comments if you have any questions or concerns or anything you want to let me know about. And, oh, one more thing. I almost forgot. Of course I had one more thing. I can go on and on. But I forgot to tell you guys. If you, this is just a little clue, if you missed my Mermaid Monday video that I put out on Monday, go check that out if you have time. You might want to go check it out before the next Monday, before this coming Monday. So go check it out. Once you watch it, you'll see why. I want to give everybody an opportunity that deserves it, that's been, you know, watching me and subscribing. So y'all go check it out. And just, you know, follow directions and we'll go from there. And then I'll do what I've got to do next week with it. All right. So again, y'all take care. I will talk to you in my next video. Okay. All right. Bye guys.